What's up, guys? Welcome back to the last episode. Unfortunately, we have decided to make this the last episode because the circumstances had led us to make this decision, and we're here to reflect on it, to close this chapter, and also talk about the future plans we have. So this is going to be a laid back episode.
As you guys can tell.
Literally a laid back episode. And we're talking about our next steps.
Okay, should we start by saying why this is the last episode?
Shouldn't we start saying by why we even started this? Or we've said that already?
Why did we start the 351 pod?
Okay, I think it all started because Filipe wanted to initially start a podcast, yeah. And then we were hanging out in a rooftop in Lisbon, and one thing led to another. It was just us four in the rooftop, right?
No, but before that, like I feel like we've always me and you, Sonia, we always talked about how fun it would be to film a podcast with our friends.
Yeah.
Because like we have a lot of deep talks and we talk about a lot of things, and we just thought like it would be fun, to have a friend podcast. So then we were really excited, and and Filipe was gonna start a podcast by himself, and then we were like, why not start a podcast like the four of us?
Yeah.
And then we surprisingly convinced him as well.
Yes.
Yeah, why was it surprisingly?
Because I would never thought that you would want to expose yourself in this way.
Or just like shoot content in general. Like I don't see you like filming yourself speaking.
Yeah.
So I actually thought you weren't gonna be down. But like yeah, that day in the rooftop you were really into it.
Yeah.
Okay, not really into it. You were like still thinking, right?
I mean, this is a bit different from like myself shooting content,
Yeah.
like taking pictures and posting it on my own Instagram. But
yeah.
yeah, I was actually really hesitant about undertaking this project because I mean, it sounded like a cool idea, but I didn't find it
Super appealing.
Like in my mind, it didn't seem super appealing.
yeah.
But then I thought about it, but it was like, it's something, like, I'll probably never get a chance to do something like this. And I thought that I'll probably be able to learn a lot from this, which I did actually. So yeah, no regrets. It was a fun experience. And I'm glad I undertook it with you guys.
Woohoo.
Ooh.
Okay, so then, so we started it, and I would say it was going pretty well.
Very well. We were very consistent and like
Yeah.
shooting. You know, we didn't give up in the first week. This is not us giving up on this channel, but it's because of the circumstances. Because Vasco and Filipe, they're both going to Canada in September. So it would be
Yeah.
physically impossible to continue this podcast.
And it's also like I think for me, I didn't think it was gonna take so much of my time, like editing the videos for the TikToks.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And there's also a lot of things going on in my life and our lives
Yeah.
right now, and I think that we can't. It's hard to do everything good, right? So I feel like this is for me, this part of it is a part that I'm willing to let go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've already had the experience. We gave it, I wouldn't say our all, maybe, but
But we low-key gave it
Only some of
our
us.
all. Yes. Which of us? Since you're trying to shoot some shots
I'm not
here.
gonna name names, but only some of us.
Only some of us. Yeah, I agree.
I
I
don't
agree.
think-
we
I
couldn't
completely
end this
agree.
episode without Filipe and Sonia having a mini argument.
I don't think we all give 100%. I think that we all knew this was going to stop because of the circumstances, because me and Vasco are going to Canada. Because if we were to do this seriously, we would have tried to improve every single episode, trying to improve on something, and I felt like we just did it for the sake of it.
I think
I
we
think
did
we
it for
didn't-
fun, right?
We didn't really prepare as much, and it was mostly doing it because we had to.
More for like, I think, entertainment and personal purposes rather than actually like trying to monetize and make something out of this, right?
No, has nothing to do with monetize. It has to do with doing a podcast.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Is building a skill, and we should be improving our skill rather than being stagnant and always performing at the same level.
But I
Although
think we
we-
improved.
Although we improved on the talking side because that's what we're practicing, but for example, I'm editing videos. I didn't feel like I improved every single episode. I didn't feel like I added anything new or improved on a certain area of editing. And I feel like the TikToks, Dani, I don't know if you just did the same thing for each episode or did you try and improve every single episode?
Okay, so
Let's be self-critical now.
no, I'm being self-critical, but the purpose of this podcast was to have fun. And we all knew that we had a lot of things going on when we started. So it's like I could not give it my all. And this is also one of the reasons that I'm willing to let this go. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like to me, I didn't want to improve anything in specific. I just wanted to do it for fun,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Did it felt like fun?
Yeah. Some parts.
Did you not have any fun?
No, I had fun.
Like I like that we have something we can look back to.
Yeah. I think we accomplished our main goal, which is documenting some parts of our lives and some of our perspectives on camera, because it would be really cool to in 5 years look at how we thought about our habits or how we thought about our career plans, our perspectives. And it's really hard to at this age document or write down a few things that we can remember back. So I don't regret anything. I learned, I improved on some things, although I wish I could do better in others. But the main goal, which is documenting our nowadays life,
Yeah,
Is-
just thoughts and ideas.
was complete.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I think it was in general a really cool experience because I don't think if we weren't all down, this would have happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, I forgot something. One thing I learned a lot is how to work with friends. I think I always thought that mixing business with friends, okay, business, not business, but like projects and stuff with friends is always messy. But I think I wouldn't say we were perfect working together, but I think we dealt with things pretty well,
Mhm.
and I think I improved in interacting with friends when doing projects.
Yeah, we definitely had a few disagreements.
Yes.
And I feel like we also did learn a lot about each other because without doing this thing, I don't think I would see
True.
certain sides of each person here.
Yeah.
You know,
true,
so it's
true.
pretty nice.
Yeah. You have so many sides.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You also got to see my tilted side.
True.
True.
True. The first time Vasco got mad at me was because of the pod.
That was
Ooh,
really
yeah.
surprising though.
Yeah.
That was really surprising. I was not expecting that from Vash.
Because
Yeah.
we've never seen him like
Yeah.
besides the KTV thing.
We were like discussing something about, I think it was about like the title for a video or thumbnail, and then we were talking in the group chat. I got really upset at Filipe, and then I just messaged him privately saying that I was really tilted at him pretty much. But then we resolved things.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also learned how to, like make
Communicate.
our point and communicate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And listen.
I think the biggest thing I've learned is if I don't put in the hours, I won't get the results. I
True.
think it was already common sense to me that if I don't put in the hours, I won't get the results. But for example, when preparing for episodes, I could really feel that the content was better if I put in an hour. Okay, I wouldn't say an hour, but if I put in more time into thinking about the points I was going to talk about, because I'll admit that there were a few episodes that I improvised, and I felt like there were so many other cooler things that I knew that I just didn't remember and I didn't prepare to
Yeah.
talk about. So, yeah, I think a big lesson I learned is if I put in the hours, I'll get the results.
Okay, which was your favorite episode that we filmed? Everyone.
Like, okay. Mine was the entrepreneurship versus 9 to 5. I really like that episode. Yes.
What did you like the most about it? Was it the topics or what?
Yeah. I felt like it was very different from what I've seen. And I don't know, I just really liked it. Felt kind of smart.
I think for me, it's either the red flags video or the green flags.
Oh, the green flash was really good.
Yeah, it was more positive vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt very happy after filming that episode.
After receiving the compliments, eh?
I think for me, I really like the quotes.
Oh, I forgot about that one. The
I was
quote was
gonna
really
say-
good.
I was
think
gonna
the
say that
quotes-
one.
Hey.
The quotes
Oh.
is.
I'll maybe have to change my answer.
Me too.
I think it was the one that. Firstly, we prepared the
Yeah,
most.
we're all
Yeah.
very
Like
well
we all
prepared.
thought about good quotes that we had,
Yeah.
and then it was the most exciting one because, firstly, we prepared, and then secondly, we were kind of attached to our quotes,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was really cool and motivational
Yeah.
for
And
us
hit
to share.
hit the
Hit
spot.
the spot.
And it hit so many spots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Hey, that's my
Okay,
favorite
That's
too.
all our
Yeah,
favorites.
the vibe in
okay.
that episode was cool. We were all
Yeah,
like really
we were all-
energetic.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And
super
it was really
into
fun.
Because we
it.
were motivating each other with the quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was good.
Okay, and then which was your worst episode?
The first one.
The first,
first
one.
No,
one.
I don't
Oh,
think
the
first-
friendship one. I'm
Which
sorry.
friendship
Friendship.
one? Oh.
I feel like the
Ah.
friendship one.
Cause me and Sunny got tilted.
Oh yeah.
Behind the scenes, you guys don't know what happened because of the edit. But like
Oh,
in
was
the
it
middle,
the day where we only filmed one?
Yeah.
we were supposed
Okay,
to film
that's my
two.
worst episode too, I guess.
Ah,
Cause we went.
The
We were
episode-
going somewhere, right?
Yes, we were clearly.
Oh, we going to
Ah,
Wayla.
Wayla, yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
It was
that-
before
That
Wayla.
day, yeah, it was before.
Okay, guys, I just remembered the episode that I liked the least was the guys one because I was not in it.
Me too.
Except for that one.
No, but I think we should properly talk about why we're ending this
Yeah.
pod. I think we mentioned a bit, but okay, so we always knew that we were going to be. No, no.
We always knew.
I think
it
we
was
always
big.
knew that me and Vasco were going to Canada, but in the beginning we were so wanting to start the podcast that we were
Yeah.
making ourselves, we were basically lying to ourselves and say that, oh, we're gonna still do this after, we'll figure out a way, we can do it online, we can do it, me and Vash can do it in Canada with two other guests, and then Dani and Sonia can do it here in Portugal with two other guests. But I think we weren't being actually realistic, and now we were talking, and we all have our own careers and lives and things that we want to do, so we felt that instead of continuing until September, we can start preparing ourselves for the careers that we're in. And me and Vash, we still had to take care of the things and moving to Canada. So we decided to make this last episode because
But I have to add something. Like, I'll say something like never say never, because you never know how things will be in a year. Maybe we'll be back in a year. Maybe.
No.
I saw.
I really don't think so.
No, I'm just saying, like, never say never. Like, it's no, mas tipo.
like
I mean,
I
yeah,
feel like
Justin
for this
Bieber.
podcast, it's probably a no. But
Yeah, for this podcast.
But if you guys still are interested in our lives, you can follow me and Sonia. We're gonna be documenting our trips and everything. We're gonna try to be like, it's not like influencers, but it's like just documenting our lives. I feel like we like to do that. So if you want, you can still follow us.
I would be down to do a podcast with you, though, if you ever change
Bro,
your
the
mind.
only thing is that we live far.
We live far, but it's like,
That's so
True.
inconvenient.
it's inconvenient, but we can find a way. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about it like in a few years if we move into the same like
In a few
city,
years.
who knows?
But it doesn't hit the same.
We could be
at this age.
we could be the Mama's podcast.
What's that?
the Bible, the
Our
Buddha
Bible
sisters.
No,
Buddha
because that's
sisters.
like no. I'm saying when we're mothers, and then we can do a
Ah.
podcast.
Oh, The
You
MILF
know,
sisters.
But that's gonna take some years.
It's okay.
Okay,
the
we'll
MILF
see later.
sisters.
Because this
The
is the
MILF
time that we need to
sisters.
stop.
We've heard you.
This is
Okay.
this is the time that we need to hustle. You know, we're in our 20s. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
have so many things that we want to do, and
True.
although if we wanted to do the podcast, we don't want to do it like if we try to
Half-assed,
we try to do our best with
Yeah.
the time that we have.
It's literally go big
Or go home.
Yeah, so that is partly why I'm like kind of not giving up. I don't want to say giving up, but I'm not trying hard enough to keep it, because like we could. If we're being realistic, we could. But there's other things I need to focus on right now.
Yeah, I think we need to build our lives first before
Yes.
we can dedicate that much time to something like a hobby.
One day when money's working for us, and we have more time, we can do it. But as of right now, we need to hustle.
Just a couple of broke young adults.
20
20 something.
Broke 20
Being broke. But we had lunch just now, and we were talking about the things we improved on, and I think everyone really improved on how we talk, how we explain things, how we portray ideas, how we can storytell basically. And I think we also got feedback from our friends that our
Speaking in front of a camera.
yeah, the way we talk got way better. I think we had less ums and ahs and I thinks and likes.
And we became more natural in front of the camera because I feel
More
like in the first
comfortable.
episode it was very like not staged, but we were very tense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for sure.
Yeah, now we're just
For
like super
sure.
laid back.
Yeah, that's good for you two who are trying to
Do content creation.
do content creation. But I think in general, the skill of talking and projecting ideas, I think we all improved on that, and that could be transferred to every part of our life. So I think this is a really good skill that we developed.
Yes.
So I'm very proud and
Me too.
happy that we got to do this together. I don't think I would have the courage to do this.
Same.
When
If
you
guys
said you
weren't
wanted
here-
to do a podcast, like initially when he wanted to do a podcast, I could not imagine. Like until this day, no, now I can see it because we've done this podcast. But like before, yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
No, I really like talking to people and interesting people, so I really wanted to do a podcast, but I always had the urge of this barrier of posting it on social media and people watching. But I'm in this process to develop a mindset of not caring what other people think. I still have that, so that's why I say I'm in the process, but I think we could all be happier if we start caring less about what other people think.
Preach, preach.
Yes.
Wise words.
Does anyone want to add anything?
We did not plan this. And for this episode that we're filming right now, we were actually going to film our last episode in Korea. But then we decided
Yeah.
since it's coming to an end, there's not really a point to film in Korea. So
Yes, because we
this
were
was
already
very last
broke.
minute that we're filming this episode.
Yes. Okay, one thing that I learned, I think we both learned, me and Tanya,
Yes.
was to interrupt less, listen more. And I think that's a very important lesson. Right?
Okay, let's talk about lessons learned, because I was thinking I learned so many lessons, but
Like what?
like I think I try to control too many things, especially in the production and the way the podcast flows and the episodes flow. And I think I get too tilted when someone doesn't do as I think it's right. And I need to control what I can control and stop putting so much so much importance on how other people act, because I can't control that. And I think if I get mad or tilted mid-episode, it will affect the whole flow of the of the conversation. So I need to firstly don't try to control things I can't, and then get affected by it and then pass on the negative energy to the conversation, because that really derails the conversation and it doesn't do any of us any good. So
lenient with others.
Tolerant. You're always
Oh
saying
my God.
lenient.
Wasn't that your quote?
Yes.
Isn't it? It's like the same thing.
Yeah, but
Lenient.
you said
Tolerant.
tolerant.
Oh my God! Yeah, keep on.
Be
mistaking.
tolerant with others and
Tolerant with
strict with
others and
yourself.
strict with yourself. I
But
think for
that
me.
is sorry.
Go ahead. No, I'll finish it. So, I think it was for me. I also had a similar lesson from this. If I think that, like sometimes when I thought that I knew something about an area more than you guys, I would think I would get pretty personal about it in our discussions,
Mm-hmm.
because I'd think that I knew more about you guys in this certain area, so my opinion weighed more, and I didn't value your opinions as much. But yeah, so it's kind of similar to what Filipe said.
I think for me, my biggest lesson that I learned in this podcast was assuming my responsibilities from this guy over here. I think I tend to push, like if I can't fix something, I'll just blame it on something and just say, okay, for example, I'll give a realistic example. To edit the TikToks, we have to download it from Google Drive, and the file is like 6 gigabytes or something. And I didn't have space. But then all I had to do was go through all my videos, like the old ones, and delete and fix my problem, instead of saying like for the need to download the video and make my life easier. Yeah.
And then basically, guys, I'm perfect. So. So yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm
In
joking.
your-
I just said before what I learned.
What did you learn?
To not interrupt people, to listen more.
She did. She did mention.
No, but there's one thing that I feel like
I need to learn?
we could do is
Hmm?
nah, never mind.
No, now you have to say. You cannot give us.
So
Yeah.
it's good to have self-reflection, right? But it's also good to have constructive criticism.
Oh,
So
let's
we
do
reflect on each
constructive
other, but then
criticism
we
on each
also
other.
say, for example, either give give constructive criticism, or identify something that I improved on, and I think it's really good. Because, for example, Vasco was talking about how he learned that, but I think one thing that Vasco learned that's also pretty valuable to him is learning to speak up. I think now, before you would so when two people talk at the same time, you would let the other person talk. But I also think it's good to speak up.
Yeah.
And when we have disagreements or stuff that's in the air, you don't really talk about it, and then you let it slide. And I think it's good to talk about it. For example, when you got mad at me, I was a bit shocked, but I think it was good that you actually texted me and tell me what you were feeling.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, it would build up and you would do other things to project that anger, and I wouldn't be able to know why you were angry. So I think it was good that you told me, and I think this you improved on, because I'm pretty sure this was the first time I think you got mad at me for real, and I'm pretty sure we've known each other for a long time. You must have gotten mad at me a few times but didn't say.
Yeah.
So maybe now is the first time you said, so I'm pretty happy, because I'm pretty annoying, so it's impossible that after all these years you only got mad at me once.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty good that you've developed the skill to actually say it forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I've been usually pretty avoidant. Is that how you
Yeah,
say it?
avoidant.
Avoidant when it comes to this type of things, at least in the past. So
Hey,
I'm
now
trying
I-
to work on that.
Now I kind of want to know if Denny has been mad at me, because I don't think I've ever been mad at you and like raised. I know
said-
you've been mad at me before,
I
but
said-
not like.
I said I'm perfect.
What the hell?
Because it's impossible for a great friendship like ours to be great all the time, you know? Like, I know we have many, sei lá, tipo, something that irritates, but Nothing
Okay,
like.
okay. One thing that really annoys me is
Okay.
That's why the podcast is ending.
Wait, I gotta sit up for this.
Too much bad blood between
so
us, you know.
basically, like, I used to do TikToks for a period of time. Only I did TikToks. And then like I would never complain. I would never say anything. I would just do my work, publish, that's it. And then when she started doing TikToks, she's always asking questions. She's always like random stuff, and I'm just like, bro, like it's not that hard. And then always complaining. She's like, bro, this took so long. This is so annoying. Oh my god, I didn't know this was. And I'm like, I'm reading this, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I know. But yeah, that's it.
That's it. Not just for 351 podcast. I'm
But
saying
what do
in
you
general.
think?
No, but I
What's
agree
your perspective on the knees?
that she's correct and it's right for her to feel like that. Cause what I'm complaining about, she's been through it. But it's just me letting out like what I'm thinking while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But maybe I shouldn't say it to you because it will trigger you. Because you did it. For
Damn,
example,
she's
the
putting
TikTok.
it back
Yeah.
at you. Reverse card.
It's not a reverse
No,
card.
it's
It's
not.
me going through her thinking process. Like, if I was in her shoes, I'm editing the videos, and then she's complaining about what I suffered through, I would also be somewhat annoyed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a reverse
It
card.
makes sense.
Stop
But
putting
now I
me
kinda-
against her.
You know.
But actually now, like, I kind of get your side as well.
I mean, it's just me
You were
like
just,
letting
like,
it
yeah.
out. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
After doing
Yeah.
1
Reverse
hour,
card.
you're like, yeah.
It's not. It's just us understanding each other. Why'd you
Yeah,
have
you
to
just
want to
create beef.
No. I'm vegetarian.
And this is why this works, but this doesn't.
What? This was hella
So
fine.
conflictive.
No.
Yes.
Mr. Conflict. Mr.
Boomer.
Boomer.
Hey! No, let's not put that word in here. Yo. Okay.
You are the boomer
It's
from the
actu-
group, though.
It's actually good to put it because I want to remember that we had a time where,
Where you were boomer.
Where we called you a
Last
boomer.
night. AKA last night.
yeah, Filipe, in 5 years, remember you were a boomer.
And still are.
And still are.
Nah, it was just for one day.
Prove us wrong the next time.
Yes. What about other people? I'm really proud of my sister. I think she was very consistent throughout the TikToks and stuff. I think she didn't really complain that much. And I think out of us
Yeah.
four, she was the one that had the most work.
Mm-hmm.
Both in her job and in her podcast role.
Yeah.
So I think it deserves credit.
It deserves a clap. No, various claps.
One clap.
Come on, clap with me. No, honestly.
Yay, me.
Honestly, big up to
Big up
Denis
to
because
Denis.
she was the only one that was like, we were all in Lisbon and she basically used her time
True.
to come to Lisbon. Like, she sacrificed her time to come to Lisbon to film this podcast. So I
True.
honestly think she deserves this recognition because she did the most out of all of
Yeah,
us in this podcast.
That's true. Like she used to come once every 2 weeks, sometimes even once a week. So yeah, thank you a lot for
If
your
you guys
commitment.
didn't say that, I wouldn't even be thinking about this. But now that you said it, it's like you owe me big time. I'm joking.
I think we also need to all thank Filipe for editing all the videos
Yes.
that we have on YouTube. He took his precious crypto time to edit our videos, which are like 1 hour long. It takes time, right? Like around
Yeah,
1 to
could have
2
made
hours.
millions. Could have made millions.
Could have
Shut
made
up.
no, but thank you for editing all our videos.
I
You're
think we
welcome,
should
you're
also
welcome.
thank Sonia for giving us.
Well,
a
I don't deserve
place.
claps.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Claps for
claps
Filipe.
Filipe.
Thank you.
Okay, but I think we should thank Sonia as well for giving us a place to film
True.
and serving us so nicely.
So many sparkling
many-
water.
I would
Thank
have
you.
said
And not only that,
Welcome,
but like
welcome.
lunches and stuff at her
True.
restaurant. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sonia.
Sonia.
Yeah, I want to clap too.
Clap for Sonia.
Okay, now on to Vasco.
Okay, I think we should thank
Thank you,
Vasco.
Vash. I know what I can thank.
Okay, you
Okay.
can say.
Thank
No,
you,
you're
Vash.
thanking behalf of us.
Okay, Vash, I think you really deserve credit for the font of our logo.
Oh, stop it.
one.
Can we clap for that?
No,
clap,
let's
let's
say a
clap.
real one.
Yeah, but I actually have one though. I want to.
Sourcing the equipment.
It's not like
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
okay that and like the budgeting and everything, like he would do all of that. But I feel like the hardest job that he had was dealing with us three, because I feel like we like the three of us have such strong personalities, and then he like just has to deal with us all, you know.
It's a lot to take in
It was
at
good
once.
practice.
Facts.
Yeah.
But Vasco
Clap.
does.
Facts. Clap for Vasco.
So yeah, this is the end of an era.
Wait, we have to thank some more people.
Who?
To our lovely fans, our lovely viewers.
Thank
you
you
guys
for
so
hearing
much.
us out.
Thank you to the ones who don't know
How's
us in real life, who have commented in our videos and watched like a good amount of our
Yes,
videos. We
yes.
honestly appreciate it.
And we read all the comments. There aren't that many, so we read them all.
Yeah.
And
We
we
do.
really want to thank you guys. We really want to thank you guys for sticking with us. And yeah.
So this is the end of an era. We really enjoyed, like we said in the beginning of the video, doing this whole thing. I think I'll take this memory for the rest of my life. And it's also on YouTube. So anytime I'm having, I don't know, deja vus or I want to miss a bit of the podcast, I'll just type
But I
351.
actually think like this podcast really brought us even closer together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to give a big shout out
To
to
our
hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly.
Axe John.
Axe Jane.
Axe
Jane? Jane?
Yeah.
Axe Jane, because I think you were the most loyal listener and person.
subscriber, like
A subscriber. I think you have a really cool. I think your comments are very, very interesting, and I really appreciate the time you took to hearing us out, and hopefully you've enjoyed.
Yes.
Yes.
and we're still gonna be friends outside of this video. This is
Yeah.
not the end
This
of
is
a
not
friendship.
the end of a friendship.
It's just the
What?
end of this YouTube channel.
I thought it was. I mean,
up.
I can't get rid of my sister, but the other
But
two.
what?
Yeah.
The
But
other
what?
two.
You're going with him to Canada.
No, but we're gonna
But we're
live
gonna be
separately.
separate rooms.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching our last episode. No, I never say never. Our last episode for now. And
I'm actually really gonna miss this now that I'm thinking about it. I was kind of like not happy, but I was like, just like relieved. Is that how you say?
relief.
Yeah, and then but now I'm feeling kind of sad.
Actually, every time we record during the weekend, every time we recorded 2 episodes, at the end of it, I would be so tired, but I would be so fulfilled. Like it was a productive day.
Yeah.
It's like going to the gym. Like you're really tired, but you feel
Mhm.
really good. I think
Yeah.
I got that feeling when we recorded episodes.
Yes.
So I need to fill up my weekend.
And
with
I think we all deserve a huge hug to end this video.
Yes.
Yes.
How are you
hug.
gonna hug?
How are we gonna hug?
Like
The
this.
frame is so.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
You're taller. Oh no, you're taller.
No.
Vash.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Looks like I'm flying.
Bye, guys.
Cry.
Holy shiny!
Leave it.